Every year, they gather from across the country and around the world to test their mettle against a challenging engineering problem and each other. They are high school students, teachers, engineers, parents, and future scientists. They have only 6 weeks to prepare, using identical materials and their creativity. How do you get there from here?
I thought this was amazing.
This should be a big plus simply because it gives us an opportunity as facilitators or instructors in the program to work as a team and get a feel for how the kids need to react to this.
You're dealing with a lot of human relations and people management issues and all of those kinds of things, and those can be pretty intense.
It's not a pretty robot. This is a get it done robot.
This program is actually hitting the middle percent of the children, the B students, the struggling C students, the B students. It gives them a sense of direction on where they can go after high school. And it's helping them tie in the relationships between academic and vocational education, the hands-on and the math and the science. And it actually is a very good program for kids who doesn't seem to have a direction of where they're going.
There are no losers here. There's winners. And every child is going to be a winner. Every child is going to be picking something up. Every child is going to be walking away with something that's going to be a positive attribute to what they're going to be putting back into society.
Right.
Or the grabber. You want this one?
Go for it. Trigger and button. Trigger the button.
Yippee!
Go back up. I'll go back.
Back to the drawing board.
Oh, I see. Your wire is that long.
The big plus for me is the amount of teamwork that's involved in a competition like this. Much more relevant to the way industry operates as opposed to a usual classroom scenario where most of the time the kids are working independently.
Last year was the first year that we built a robot, that the whole focus really wasn't about building a robot, but it was about the kids learning about themselves, learning about how to become and grow and mature as an adult and how to be as a team player. So first it's about a lot of other things besides building a robot and playing a game. It really is.
There's a real problem to solve here. It's a game. There's going to be a game played here, but it's fun. But these are very realistic, practical problems to be solved.
Well, our motor's kind of fried, so we only competed in like the first competition because somebody had mentioned we really need to gear those down, and it didn't get done. So we need to learn to make sure that nobody gets lost in the crowd. Everybody's ideas get heard and really considered and discussed by everybody and not lost. And that's especially important with students because if their ideas aren't heard, they're going to lose interest and they're going to quit.
Modification. Last minute.
They got it.
I really have no experience in robotics or the mechanical type things. I have interest in it, and as I said, I'm an art teacher, and yet I found that I could start from zero level of understanding, follow the instructions, work with this team, and we put together a robot.
I never got to work in many teams in high school, and you know, this was great. I mean, because that's what you're going to have to do when you get out of your job. It doesn't matter if you're engineering or anything. You're still going to have to work in a team. You're still going to have to deal with other people. Not everybody's personalities mesh. You know, there's butting heads. You have to learn to deal with that. And this is a good way to do that.
All right, everyone give yourselves a big hand for a good job today. Great job.
This 8 hours or whatever it went really fast.